we've got Bisquick here. What's Bisquick? It's basically flour with some of the other ingredients added for doing a lot of cooking. So this is like a base, and you add things to it. And they've got some recipes right on the back. But kind of as a introduction to cooking your own things, you could go to this, and you actually go to individual ingredients too. In other words, generally this has got the flour, the leavening agents and things in it. So your recipe that you use with these is much simpler. We're thinking here of making some blueberry muffins. So we're on page 4 of this Bisquick cookbook that I got from a yard sale, I believe, or Goodwill. And we're going to try it. But the recipe is pretty simple. It just has 2/3 cup milk, 2 tablespoons butter, 1 egg, 2 cups of the original Bisquick mix, we got it there, and 1/3 cup of sugar. Now, of course, we're going to need some special cooking equipment, which would mean a muffin tin, and we're going to need some, let's see. Oh, no, we're not going to use these, but it's good to have these. We're not actually going to be using measuring spoons. We are going to use measuring cups. And we're also going to be doing a liquid measure. Okay, and for the liquid measures, we're going to use a liquid measuring cup. Some people will use these for both, but you're not supposed to. This is what you want to use for liquid measuring. These are only a couple bucks. This is the 2-cup one, which is probably going to be pretty much all you usually need. With this, yeah, you can also get, this has the 3/4 cup mark that we need, but you can buy these in smaller 1-cup size, and they go larger too. But I would suggest if you're just starting out, you probably buy the 2-cup one, and then you can, cover most things with that. And we've turned our oven up to 400 degrees, so it's heating. We're going to do 2 cups of the Bisquick mix. We actually have an option here. We can use 2 tablespoons of vegetable oil or butter or margarine. I think I'm going to use, your regular margarine. If you're not familiar with this, let me take it out of the package. Let me show you. So you take it out of the package, and you can see it's measured in teaspoons, tablespoons, so you would cut that amount off. And it says melted, so you would hit it in the microwave for probably 20 seconds or something to melt it. Or we can use 2 tablespoons of oil, vegetable oil. This will work. Usually you want to try to avoid something like olive oil and things because it has more flavor. This will be more neutral. So I've added our egg, and next we're going to use a 1/3 cup of sugar, which we're going to use the dry measuring cups for that. Then we'll add the milk and mix it up, I believe. So we're going to add our 1/3 cup of sugar. We're going to add our 2/3 cup milk, liquid measure, and then we're going to mix this little puppy up. So we're just going to mix it. I have this little thing that's kind of neat. It's kind of a cross between a spatula and a knife or something to mix with, but because it has a curved thing, it's going to allow me to scrape the bowl once this is all mixed, and just a handy tool. Now we got it sort of mixed up. We're going to add now, we've got the little addition here. We're going to add 3/4 cup of fresh or frozen blueberries. We got frozen. We have Wyman's Wild Blueberries in Maine. They've been, since 1874, they've been around a while, and we've been doing blueberries in Maine for ages. But these are more expensive than the larger cultivated, straw blueberries that are so big, but these taste way better. Most of the flavoring is in the skin, so these have more skin because they're smaller than a berry with a large filling. So if you want to really improve the taste, Maybe they don't have to be from Maine, but you should get the ones that are classed as wild, and they're just much smaller and have a lot more taste to them. So there's a half a cup or 2/4. We're going to fill it up to the middle line here to get our 3/4 cup amount. So we're going to use the cooking spray. It works really well to get a nice coating, and you can see I'm trying to avoid getting the spray on here. So there we go, and we're going to put some batter in each one of these. These are going to come out as fairly large muffins. So into an oven they go for 15 or 20 minutes, 15 to 18 minutes at 400 degrees. Oh, not quite. Here we are with the finished results. We'll let them cool for a moment, then we'll take them out of the pan. Having tins or paper would have made that a lot simpler, just in the same principle as using parchment paper when baking on a sheet. Now, don't these look good? Very, very nice. Oh, the nose is checking it out. So I've tasted them. They're very good. One thing is they're not as sweet as the bakery ones that have the sugar on the top. So you could get baker's sugar, and I assume you sprinkle that on near the end of the baking process. But they are really good.